What's up? Foof, man. Today I'm gonna be talking about how we are just so low in vibration. And the love. I got a lot of love. But I gotta protect my energy, the loosh, whatever you want to call it. Keep my mind at ease, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's talk about our connection to nature and how so deceived, even myself, that we all are. Wrote a little something because I'm gonna take this with me because I got a meeting, and I just want to remind people, and the topic is about a divine connection to nature. I'm gonna be talking a little bit about how large numbers do bad things to good people. I'm gonna be talking about how technology takes us away from nature. I'm gonna be talking about materialism and how it distracts us from spirituality. I'm gonna be talking about how we've been programmed and conditioned to like low vibrational things. I'm gonna be talking about how we destroy nature with pollution, cloud seeding, buildings, littering. I'm gonna be talking about how we take shade in the sun and use an umbrella in the rain. I'm gonna be talking about how we take pills for pain, unaware of the side effects, and not knowing that there are natural remedies that have way less side effects than this over-the-counter shit and all these prescriptions and all that type of shit like that there. I'm gonna be talking about how the clothes that we wear are low vibrational, polyester and cotton, and how we got rubber underneath our shoes to block the connection of the earth, how we need more grounding and in alignment. I'm gonna be talking about how there are no squares or straight lines in nature. I'm gonna be talking about all that. How we lost our circadian rhythm. I'm gonna be talking about how we work jobs and still are just over broke. You know what I'm saying? How we work for free for a system that just deteriorates and just robs us of and distracts us and just of our energy and all that, just trying to use and abuse us. I'm gonna be talking about all this stuff and how we can't sit in silence and we fear darkness and the unknown. I'm gonna be talking about all of that. Now people might not like it, people might be like, "Damn, where you get all that knowledge from?" And I'm gonna say, I done a lot of watching and realizing, even being in my own shit, me trying to become the change I want to see in the world, is tough because it's just like, well, shit, I need money to support a cause of getting rid of money is what I kind of feel like, I gotta promote demoting people, you know what I'm saying, and just shit like that, you know what I mean, and it's just like, it does something to me. People might be like, might think I'm chosen to be a sacrifice or some shit. I'm gonna tell you one thing right here, right now. It ain't that, none of that's happening. None of that's happening. You know what I'm saying? That's just my hypervigilant mindset sometimes getting in the way and shit like that. But I'm about to say something. You know what I'm saying? It gets deeper. It gets deeper. I don't know everything, but I do know that we are in things become rendered. Because reality happens through us and not to us. And You know, we in such a plane, you know, things happen in a spiritual, ethereal, however you want to say it, plane, um, before it becomes physical, you know, physically manifested or rendered or however you want to say it, you know, and a lot of people just wanna be okay with the separation of God being in us, you know what I'm saying? God is in us, you know, around us, very omnipotent, uh omnipresent, you know, and even myself, I'm really not religious. I would probably be considered an omnist, you know. Like, I feel like all religions kind of want, you know, we all going to the same shit, but we just going through it through different obstacles and different, you know, belief systems and shit versus using our own experience. We weren't born with books, you know what I'm saying? We weren't born with numbers. We got numbered when we were born. You know what I'm saying? I said this last time when I was over there in this meeting, and I got some strange looks and all that. You know, I don't really care about all that though. What I care about is the liberation, and I care about people having their minds back off out of this. The shit comes through the fucking Wi-Fi. The shit comes through the fucking, like, I don't feel that shit. The shit, like, even when you walk outside, like, it's electrical wiring and just all this shit just running through the ground. It's like I really feel like people try to replicate that buzz, that nice comfort of just like consciousness, the buzz of true power, and we got disconnected somehow, letting people tell us how we should run shit and just, you know, and yeah, it's shit. It's true. Every time we make some money, you owe somebody something, whether it's the water company or the light bill company or something, you know, shit. We just, all this material's in the way right now, and gotta raise the vibration. It's just like, oh, shoot, I'm just one dude. I ain't the only one that's thinking like this. You know, there's a lot of other individuals and stuff. They realizing that they're the experience that they want to have, and I'm gonna be talking about a lot of stuff tomorrow, and really, I'm not gonna bring too much of everything, but I might should at the same time. Just like, you know, the alphabet, yeah, alpha and beta. You know, those are the lowest vibrations, the lowest brain frequencies. You know, brain waves, and it's just like we need to be up. We need to be aware. You know, theta and gamma and all this other stuff. You know, we need. If I can snap my fingers and make it right, I would, but you know, we used to be able to talk to animals just with the power of the mind and be able to travel to where we needed to get to. And now we polluting the planet, and the planet is cleaning itself via tornadoes, hurricanes, and all these other things. And it's just like we get afraid of that. We get mad at that because it's just like, oh, well, shit, what we gonna do? Well, what we should have did was not done how long we fuck. You know what I'm saying? We just been just on this rat wheel, this race towards some bullshit, you know. And I I put this shit through my music and all that. I try to raise people vibrations up and you know, give people their creativity back and all that. And it's tough on me some days. Like, I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been making, pushing a lot of music out lately. Whether or not people hear it, it doesn't really matter. It does, but it don't. Because I don't do it for the numbers. I don't do it for the clout, the fame, or the fortune and all that. I could care less about the fortune. I'm fortunate enough to have my voice. I'm fortunate enough to have my senses and my creativity. You know, I'm fortunate enough to experience. But there has to be a point in time where we realize that, dang, we just partying, drinking ourselves away, waiting on the weekend, feeling weak at the end of that. And you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot of things we gotta unpack. Even me, you know, I'm still working on a lot, but I want to end this video, make it quick, make it short. You know, I'm not gonna go over the points I listed, you know, about why technology and large numbers and why we can't sit in the silence and all this stuff is taking us away from our you know, divine essence and all that. I'm not gonna get into it, but I just wanted to put it out there, you know. And shoot, if y'all got questions, well, we can talk about it. You know. I really feel like the field lately has been trying to put me in a place of fear, put me in a place of just like trap me. You know, and some people just like they do this shit, they be like, yes ma'am and shit like that. Like, it's to like, I know it's to like fuck with me. But I'm at the point to where this shit that shit ain't doing nothing. Some cars be getting in front of me. One light work, one light don't. Nah, I know what y'all trying to say. Yeah. But my appearance shouldn't have to change. Nothing should have to change. You know, accept me as I am. If not, then that's a problem with you. I am the mirror. You know, a mirror. And I reflect what people don't want to face in themselves. You know, you might think I don't make good music. You might think, you know, that I don't. Yeah, I don't, you know, I really don't care too much about all that. What I do care about is how much love I'm carrying. I care about, you know, the knowledge and the I'm just a divine being. You know what I mean? I care about the experience. I care a lot. But don't get it twisted. I'm in competition with myself. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all, even though it do. But together we can build greater things. It's about time we turn things around. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take some you know what I'm saying? But on a mental level, I'm much stronger than what I'm even allowing myself to be. And that's what I get upset about. I don't need to try to fit in. I'm born to stand out. I think Dr. Seuss said that, you know what I'm saying? But, a lot of people say, it's hard to think outside the box. You can't think a thought that's never been thought of before. I beg to differ. I really do. I beg to differ. But, yeah, back to the whole snapping my fingers thing. If I could create a world, it wouldn't be like this. We wouldn't have to worry about driving. We wouldn't have to worry about money. We wouldn't have to worry about violence or weapons. We'd have crystals. You know what I mean? I was also thinking about why Egypt, you know, the pyramids of Giza, and why they are square bases. And I still haven't found a good reason why they use square bases. Nature doesn't naturally have squares. It doesn't. So why the square base? And did they have a copy? Like, was one upside down and then one right side up? A tetrahedron. They could have used triangle bases. They could have used a cone. But that's just my idea. I'm still studying. Still learning, you know. And maybe a lot of this stuff is really just old news. New to us, you know, new to us younger folks. But I kind of feel like the older folks should have turned this shit around, made it better for the younger folks. But I mean, that's what you want to do, right? You have a kid and you want to make it easier on them. But at the same time, you know, a lot of the old folks be like, oh, you didn't go through what I went through. Well, of course not. And you're trying to evolve, then, you know, why hold us to the turmoil we are not, shouldn't have to go through, you know? We wish y'all didn't have to go through all this shit. You know, segregation and having rocks thrown at your head and all that. I get it. But we do got to move on. And create better things. And I'm going to end this video and upload this. As far as the music, I'm not going to make any more music right now. I'm very capable of it. But not right now. I'm taking a little break. Yeah, I'm not going to delete the channel like I did before, but... Or I didn't delete it. I guess I put it on private. But you know what I mean. I'll leave it up. I'll leave the music there. You know. Trying to map all this shit out. Let me do me. Let me be creative. Let me be. Leave me be. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. I love me. And it's time to do something. You know what I'm saying? Wake them up. Foo! We got to rise up. Foo! Man. Alright.